Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're across this great wide world of ours today. I'm going to do a video on mindset. And what I want to talk about is when we have a mindset or work on certain things that our mind creates a positive image of what we're going to do. For example, my goal right now is to work on my business and then also to work on creating positive flow in my business. And also, one of the other things that I'm working on too is I'm working on my weight control. In other words, I'm trying to, get my weight down to a manageable level to where I feel I can be more healthy, more vibrant, etc. And the goal with the mindset is to create positive influences within the mind so that you're able to accomplish these things. And lately, what I've been doing is I was watching a couple of videos and I was looking at things and I was thinking how that how how it was how things were maybe not where I want them to be, but still they're where I'd like them to be. And so the goal here, well, at least in my view, is to always move things in a direction that can be very positive in nature. And the point that I see is if you create this positive mindset, it goes back to this theory of a mind by Eric Erickson. As long as you have this positive mindset, you pretty well can achieve anything you really like to achieve. And when this mindset is into an area where you can achieve it, then you're able to move things forward in life. It's like this morning, I meditate in the morning and I'm grateful for things that I think I've accomplished. And then I move forward in life. But when I think about this, I think about things that are positive and how I can create this positive mindset and move forward. Now, and granted, a lot of times when we talk about this, we don't necessarily get to a point where this is it, and where things aren't necessarily maybe not negative or positive, but just indifferent. So you have to work on it. And the case in point, like I said, been working on my other channel on Native American. And what I was seeing is that I watched two videos. One was on somebody's perspective on reservation and another person's perspective on the reservation. And they're on their mindset or their perception of reservations and people on the reservations and not really understanding the culture in itself. So the point is that the person was talking about stray dogs on the reservation and that they were misunderstanding that there were a lot of stray dogs on the reservation. And the point that I was trying to make or understand about that was maybe so, but it's not really the reservations, because really when we talk about this, a lot of these reservations are included and isolated, out of the way places, and extremely vast. Some of these reservations, case in point, is in Navajo, and to say that it's a reservation's fault or it's a group of people's fault is not necessarily the true thing. It's a misnomer because really you don't understand it. The point I always try to make is that you take the situation, you take it in, and you digest it, and then you try to come up with the most positive solution out of it. So in this case, people don't need jerk react. The other case was developing a satellite that had human remains in it, and the the technology or the robotics was going to crash it into the moon, and there were some issues there with some tribes, and the guy didn't understand the symbolic symbol behind the moon, and he was seeing it as a scientific issue and not necessarily as a natural or a nature aspect of how the native culture people see it. So the point comes that there's this mindset, and we're not really understanding the issue itself or trying to come up with the issue itself. We're just taking it at its value, or another as face value, and not necessarily looking like an onion, looking at the layers and layers and layers about it. And then when we talk about, like I said, certain things like reservations, this is something that was established in 17th, 18th century. But then again, I think about this coming election and people's mindset about Trump, or mindset about the Republicans, or mindsets about Joe Biden, and it's not really healthy to sit and prejudge people. But the cusp of the matter is let's get down to the onion, or get down to the core of the onion, and figure out what is good for America, not necessarily what's good for the Democratic Party, what's good for the Republican Party, what's good for NASA, what's not good for NASA. But let's look at it in a humanistic view and find out what is good for people in general. And the issue becomes a typical positive mindset. So when we judge things, we bring in our biases, and we don't necessarily sit back and look at it and create a positive mindset on it and move forward with it. So the point here is to always, in certain things, and I've done this with people, and like I said, I'm looking at starting my own business about psychology, and you look at saying you have to step back and see things in that other people's viewpoint or their perspective, move forward, and then not necessarily come up with an intelligent dialogue. The problem we have right now is there's too many people that are doing knee-jerk reactions about things, and not necessarily look and see what's the good and welfare of the people, and understanding what the people or that person has in common with it. So the goal here is to always not take a knee-jerk reaction to something, but to sit back and take a positive mindset, and say, what is this person trying to say? What is this person trying to do? What am I learning out of this? How can I learn out of this? And then what you learn out of this, you move forward in life. Like I said, the goal here is, trust me when I say this, like if Trump wins in the fall, in November of this year, there'll be a lot of people that will have a negative mindset and realize, in the whole scheme of things in life, 4 years. And when you look at a whole person's life, 4 years is very minuscule. So, you just have to deal with it. And I see that the same way with how many people got upset when Biden got in. So when you look at things, it's in the time frame of things. The time is very, short. And the point here is to look at things and say, how can we better things, and not necessarily degrade another person, but keep that positive mindset about creating a positive mindset and a positive environment. Like I said, I think the last couple of years, especially post COVID, a lot of people don't look at things in a mindset that's not very conducive to helping other people move forward in their life. So anyway, thank you very much. In my last video, I coughed more than this one. But anyway, these are some food for thoughts. So anyway, please like and subscribe to my videos. Remember, I do have books available. The recent one was Water Quality on the Reservation. The other one that I finished was Don't Buy Your Lottery Ticket. Both available are on Amazon.com. Feel free to like and subscribe below. And also feel free to ask me any questions concerning any issues concerning this mindset. Because, like I said, the issue becomes taking a look at it and not in the perspective of your perspective, but the other person's perspective. And I think this would go a long way. Well, anyway, folks, please like and subscribe, as I said. Feel free to look at my books. Both are available on Amazon. They're self-published books. And like I said, Don't Buy My Lottery Ticket was the water quality on the reservation. And then the one prior to that, Don't Buy That Lottery Ticket, or some of my recent ones. They're under Boy Thomas Miller and also B. Thomas Miller. Anyway, feel free to email, as I said, bthomasmillerpsych@gmail.com. Anyway, I look to talk to you real soon and have a great day. Bye.